Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are all having a terrific day today. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Josh, and we are doing something a little different. First off, we're trading from Veracruz, Mexico today, and we want to invite you to our virtual trading chat room. We started this just a couple of days ago. We want to get to know you as traders. We want to trade live with you. I want to show you the stocks that I am looking at that I see value in. I want to help you guys break down your guys' tickers and your stocks. So the reason why we're doing this is uh, entering your questions in the comment box below, me reading them and then answering them. That's terrific and great. But what if you have multiple questions? I want to be able to answer them. I want to be able to see you guys. So that's why we are going live. Now you can get there by going to our free Discord group. That's the first link in the description box below. There is where we will update you when we go live each and every day. And sometimes we throw in some bonus stuff here and there for those that can't go live in the morning time. So I hope to see you in there. I'm going to go over some trading psychology today, some of the things that I had recently changed in my trading, or some recently updates that I've done to kind of reground myself. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I'll see you in the video. Hey guys, okay, like I said, I just want to do a quick update, kind of fill you in on some small changes that I've made, and I find myself doing this kind of continually. This happens over and over. What kind of happens is we tend to want to chase or kind of look for all these different stocks because there's so many stocks in play, like Best Buy today. They had their selling, their earnings report. It came down to a low. Now it's kind of looking like it may be wanting to recover, and so we put that on our watch list. And then Zoom sold off, and we may be putting that on our watch list. Well, now Facebook just had a big run yesterday, and we're waiting maybe for like a 50% retracement by the dip and for a continuation. If you've been paying attention to Amazon, Amazon's been in this sideways action. Normally Amazon just kind of it's a workhorse, right? It just continues moving up. Well, now it's at this low point and it's kind of been this lagger, and we're starting to see like maybe some rotation heading into these other the blue chip companies where we were seeing the EV stocks really taking a hold of the market at this point, right? Tesla's been going through the roof. I hope you guys were able to catch some of the move in that. NIO kind of going through the roof as well. So my point is I end up putting down and I start looking at all these different stocks, right, on my watch list. So I'm paying attention to all these different stocks on what's hitting the news, what's going on, and maybe I find them good deals, bad, something that I would like to participate in. I mean, we're getting a weekly breakout on Walmart. I generally never trade Walmart, but what I realize is I'm going through all these stocks in the morning, and then I go, okay, which ones do I have relationships with, right? And this is my point: is I want you guys to develop relationships with the tickers and the certain stocks, and that way you really understand the levels. I also get into trading off higher time frames. I'm currently looking at a 10-minute chart. Baba gap down. This is a critical line. We're battling the 50% as we speak on the daily chart. That red price line is where the low of the exhaustion candle on the prior day activity was, and so we want to just keep an eye on these levels. And as I'm going back through, I noticed that my profits start to increase with the smaller watch list that I have. So I might be looking at this huge watch list, and I'm trying to catch all these moves. I don't want to miss everything. Well, if I just go back to the same 9 or 7 to 9, 10 stocks that I kind of keep in my watch list, and then I pay attention to maybe like headlines on those, and I'm paying attention to generally bigger time frames. Especially if you're new, I recommend bigger time frames. For example, here is Baba. Well, if you're brand new, or maybe you've been trading stocks for a while, but this right here is considered a reversal pattern. Now, don't pay attention to this. This was like algorithm trading during aftermarket hours. I watched it. It was like a 1-minute candle that spiked. So this is stuff that you got to pay attention to. But this shows us a reversal pattern. It's the simplest pattern to look for. Anytime let's say a sell bar or a green bar happens, a big bar like this, and then the next candle retraces 50%. So here's a red bar. It retraces 50% up or greater. It is considered a reversal pattern, okay? And so if we get that and we understand that, okay, direction now, if it's a reversal, if the stock was gapping down, is coming down, now we got a reversal, so bulls recaptured that particular price area on what they're battling, now we can potentially look for upside potential. This helps us get direction in the market. So by paying attention to just a fewer number of stocks in your watch list instead of being all over the place, I'm guilty of it too. I just literally was showing you. I have no idea how many are listed here, but it's a lot. Okay, now there are some like the XLF, the Qs, the SPY. That's stuff that you just kind of want to pay attention to. But these right here on the right side here, the Apple through beyond, really, those are the stocks that I really pay attention to. And I notice that I start to make more money when I pay attention to those smaller stocks. Now there are certain stocks that when I see in the headlines and if there's really crazy news on it, for example, Nikola has a spike up and then just wait for some bad news and short Nikola, right? So we kind of want to build relationships with these stocks, and that's what I want. You begin to understand the ebbs and flows and how they move. Like BABA, for example, lots of gaps in the chart. It's a tricky one to trade just because the pattern looks super good to the upside on a smaller time frame. Trade the bigger time frames with BABA. Buy the dips on BABA. Buy them low. Don't buy breakouts generally with BABA. That's my opinion, and so on. So where maybe Apple and Facebook or Roku, for example, man, if Roku's hot, you could pretty much chase the stock and it will continue and still give you like a 10-point move. So I just kind of want to go over that with you guys. Let me know if this was useful. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys keep track of many stocks, if you're jumping around, if you're a gap trader, maybe you're looking at different stocks every day. I generally like to stick with, I like building relationships with my stocks. Now, it doesn't mean I'm married to them when I'm in the position. You cut your losses if they, do you dirty. But for the most part, you want to build relationships with your stocks. Let me know if you like it. Give me a thumbs up on the video. We're brand new to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, please. That helps us out. And leave us any comments in the comment box below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.